Welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast with Kim Johnson, your creative strategist and master mindset coach. Filled with inspiration, distinctions, perspectives, and possibilities, we help you to cultivate a mindset that leads you to create the best version of yourself you could ever imagine. Join Kim every morning from one of her favorite happy places, her chicken coop, along with all her chickens.
Hey everybody, good morning from the chicken coop. So today I want to tell you a little story about something that recently happened to me. We had a situation at our house where we couldn't do laundry, and I had to go to the laundromat. Now, that in itself is not the story. No big deal. Things happen, and we had just endless days of rain, and alarms on our septic system were going off. And so just to be on the safe side rather than taxing the system, I said, okay, I'm going to go to the laundromat. And I choose to go to a laundromat that's probably 30 minutes from my house just because they've got the best big dryers. And I was like, okay, I'll do it all at once. I'll get everything done. So it gave me a chance to sit inside the laundromat and actually, work at one of the tables. It's really a nice little place. It's got tables, it's got a television. You can kind of hang out in there. So as I'm there, I'm listening to this girl on the phone. She probably was in her 20s, and she was talking to maybe a friend, maybe a parent, who couldn't really tell who she was talking to. But the point of the story was the way in which she was talking about herself. I was just fixated on the fact that the language of how she was speaking about herself was just, I hadn't heard anything this negative come out of somebody in a long time. And one would think I would hear a lot of negative stuff because I work with a lot of people. And maybe the good fortune is that because I've been working with people for a long time, they're not talking about themselves that way anymore. But holy cow, this girl went on and on talking about, oh, I'm so dumb, I'm so stupid, I don't understand why I can't get it, I'm an idiot. She went on and on and on talking about, and I observed from the situation that this was something to do with work and what was going on in her job. And the entire time I was there, while she was waiting for her wash, the whole time she was putting it in the dryer, she was talking loudly, anyone could hear her, and she was talking about how she's made poor decisions, how she's so disappointed with herself. And all I could think of the entire time was, this girl has no clue what these language patterns are doing to her. She doesn't understand that how you speak to yourself affects everything. What you are saying to yourself affects the entire well-being of your soul, so to speak. You're in there and you are telling yourself all this negative stuff over and over again. There is no chance that you're going to get out of it because you're just entrenched in the belief systems that are that negativity. You are causing a huge piece of that to keep showing up. When you tell yourself you're stupid, your brain believes it. We are wired to believe what we hear about ourselves from ourselves. So that's why it's so hard to unwire negativity, because we believe our voices to be true. And if you're a regular listener and you've heard me say before, a really quick way to help yourself is to record positive messages to yourself in your own voice and then listen back to them. Well, that's because we are wired to believe what we hear from our own voice. And the opposite of that is incredibly true, that if we keep hearing how stupid we are from ourselves, we are going to believe that, and we are going to live into that, and then we are going to be stuck, and we are going to go down that road of just being in utter despair and not being able to get out of it. So today I want to talk to you and remind you just to please pause and listen to what you are saying to yourself. I don't care how small you catch yourself doing this. It's the rain barrel, the poison in the rain barrel analogy, meaning if I have a giant rain barrel filled with fresh, wonderful water, and I put one drop of poison in it, and I say to you, hey, you know what? I'd love to share some water with you. Come on, let's go to my rain barrel. It's the most amazing water. It's been, right out of a crystal spring, and it's been here, and it's ice cold, and it's ready to go. Oh, but by the way, I just put one drop of cyanide in it, but don't worry about it because it's so diluted. It won't do anything to you. You'd look at me like I was insane. You'd say, I'm not going to drink that water. I have no intention of drinking that water. because it had one drop of poison, and your logical brain would say, oh, I'm done with that, I'm not touching it. But that's what you do when you speak like that to yourself. That those drops of poison are within you all the time. And if you don't stop and pause and clear that out, you are effectively drinking that water from the rain barrel that has a drop of poison in it. So I want you to stop today. I want you to think about what you're telling yourself. And for the love of God and all that's holy, listen to yourself and say, no, this is unacceptable. I'm not going to treat myself that way. I'm going to stop. I'm going to say better things. If you're angry with yourself about something, you can say it in a better way. You can say, I was very frustrated with myself right now and how I acted with this. You can say, I made a poor choice. Those might be very true facts, but you don't have to say, I am stupid. I am an idiot. I am so dumb. You don't have to talk about yourself like that in any other negative way you might have found in this little discovery process. So go discover, go figure it out, and change it. And please find some positive words to say about yourself. Even if you're just celebrating small little silly things, do it. It matters. All right, my friends, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.